Achieving excellence in an organization is an art. This art has to be cultivated, developed, and it shall be converted into a craft which will reach down to the level of every manager who will develop a habit of pursuing for excellence that will become pursuit of excellence by an organization. Specifically, if we discuss about business excellence, because any organization which will try to develop excellence in the business in a specific business wherein they are doing the business. So business excellence is about developing and strengthening the management systems and processes of an organization to improve performance and create value for stakeholders. So here, excellence is an art won by training and habituation. Here, training and habituation definitely play very big role in any organization. Business excellence achieving is much more than having a quality system in place. There is one school of thought which says that if you take care of total quality management system in an organization, that will automatically bring excellence, which cannot be agreed to, because achieving organizational excellence and specifically in a business excellence is much more beyond TQM. So we have to discuss more things which will influence in the pursuit of excellence and achieving excellence through training and habituation. Every job is a self-portrait of the person who did it. I repeat this sentence. Every job is a self-portrait of the person who did it. Autograph your work with excellence. BE provides the gateway to business success. In a simple manner, what business excellence, business models, assessments, and the benefits BE are: implementing business excellence, an implementation process for SMEs, provides some simple tools and steps that will quickly help organization to improve the business capability and performance. Here, the role of gyms, that is integrated systems work, will help the organization to properly calibrate the systems and processes, and how far they will be helpful to the development of excellence and pursuit of excellence. That the role of integrated management system is to clearly indicate by a process which will be molded to an extent which is suitable and conducive to pursuit of excellence. That is the great role to be played. Then we will discuss further about business excellence. It is about developing, strengthening the management systems and processes of an organization to improve performance and create value for stakeholders. BE is much more than having a quality system in place. It is more about achieving excellence in everything that an organization does. I repeat these words. In everything, excellence in everything that an organization does, including leadership, strategy, customer focus, information management, people and processes, and most importantly, achieving superior business results. That is what ultimate objective of an organization is. Later on, we can explore the moral detail of what is business excellence. Now though, let us find out how good is our organization. This is the first step. Every organization has to have its own self-reflection. Starting from CEO down to the level of a manager. They should have a reflective dimension to assess their own skills and the skills of their organization, whether there is any synergy is there any steps required to develop this synergy in order to achieve this excellence. That is the real art in the management systems, or the great managers or profound thinking people available in the organization. So how good is our organization? This is the first step any organization has to conduct. When was the last time critically analyzed? When our organization performance was reviewed in detail, How have our organization been performing for the last 3 years? Is our organization a leader or a laggard? Or do we know how our organization comparing against others? Do we even know what we should be measuring? The hint, a definition of stakeholder, person, group, or organization that has a direct or indirect stake in the interest in the organization, because it can either affect the organization or be affected by it. Here, the evaluation process of how good is our organization has to be done very carefully by the keen observers, very experienced people who have profound knowledge about the systems, business models, their functioning, and contemporary business models adapted by various business houses, traditional houses. Their models, they have their own models. The recently developed organizations, they have their models. Can we find out any synchronization between the business model accepted by our organization with the present day models? Examples can be taken from several owners, customers, suppliers, partners, government agencies, and representatives of the community or society. Internal stakeholders are its people or groups of people available in the organization. European Foundation for Quality Management, understanding an organization's stakeholders is the thought required, is the basic thought required. If you want to run an organization to be sustainable beyond your lifetime, then yes, you should go ahead and adopt business excellence. This is what very eminent managers have pointed out. Of course, no one wants to be a laggard. Everybody wants to be a leader, a thought leader for the progress. So every organization, first, the initial step is it must evaluate how good is our organization, how best tools are available to achieve or pursue the pursuit of excellence. Every organization desires to achieve higher levels of performance. This leads to the following questions. Why are there high performing organizations? What did high performing organizations do to achieve greater business results? What do these organizations practice that others do not? How did they do it? How then we do achieve greater business results for our own organization? How and when do we begin setting off on a brand new journey? Fortunately, there has been considerable research undertaken on the how high performing organizations have achieved their success. This can be a good leader, this can be a good path showing device for any organization to follow. This is good news, as it means you do not need to do the research. The key ingredients for success have been already encapsulated as a set of BE core values and concepts. Already the research has provided so much of information and knowledge saying that these are the core values and concepts in business excellence, in achieving business excellence, how certain organizations have achieved. This will come to a later in a section. Before browsing through the next section, let us do a self-analysis of our own organization. So when we are moving forward for another thought leader or thought process, first of all, how good is our organization? We have to evaluate. Now we will see some more points. Review your organization's mission and vision. Try to make your mission and vision inspiring and easy to communicate. That must become a word in every mouth of a manager and worker in the entire organization consisting of us humans must spell out very easily the same slogan which is carried out by the management. Have a meeting with your leaders and managers and write down and give them in a very clear way. Undertake a survey to assess the development needs and well-being of our people. Review the data and facts you use to support business plans. Select one key process and assess whether it can be improved. Begin with a blank piece of paper and consider if you are developing the process today, what should it look like in future and the level of performance you would expect. Compare this with what you currently have to see in the process can be improved. Check that you have performance results for each key stakeholder. Understanding business excellence to prepare for a BE challenge. The reminder of this guidebook will provide you with an understanding of BE and describe the benefits of business excellence model. To implement a business excellence model, we have to refer the implementing business to the entire strata of the management or hierarchy of the management available in the organization. It should be deliberated, debated, discussed about the synchronization with the existing systems of that organization, and basically with the mindset and mental makeup of the management system available in our organization. And we must see that synergy comes to the new in a new way to the organization for achieving this business excellence. Everybody has to understand the business excellence. Prepare a BE challenge which can be understood by every manager, and it should be deciphered to the level of every level of hierarchy to understand his own duties, his own job list to achieve the excellence for an organization. Provide everybody with an understanding, describe the benefits to implement, refer to the second everything implementing process to every manager in the hierarchy. It is necessary to understand the core values and concepts for which business excellence models were derived. Each model has to be discussed, its core values, its process of implementation. The core values and concepts and their relationship have to be explained in the descriptive way how it is related to the concept of achieving our own excellence, achieving process of excellence in the organization. And improvement of initiatives in our organization may be an undertaking. Any excellence can be achieved only by following a visionary leadership. A visionary leadership is very much essential to achieve the business excellence. Visionary leadership, your organization's senior leaders should set directions and create a customer focus clear. Customer driven excellence, performance and quality must be judged by an organization's customers and internal customers, that is your workman. Your organization must make to account all product features, organizational and personal learning. This is where through training and learning an excellence process has to be initiated. Achieving the highest levels of organizational performance requires a well executed approach to the organizational and personal learning that includes sharing knowledge via systematic processes. Organizational learning includes both continuous improvement of existing approaches and significant change or innovation leading to new goals and approaches. Here, the role of senior management, the role of mentors, the role of learning and development wing of an organization shall play a vital role to to drive the organization for achieving higher level of excellence. Valuing the workforce members and partners. An organization's success depends upon increasingly an engaged workforce that benefits from meaningful work. I repeat this word, meaningful work, clear organizational direction, performance accountability, a safe trusting, a cooperative environment. Above all, the great quality has to be inculcated is agility. A success in today's ever-changing globally competitive environment demands agility. Agility of an organization is primary. Agility of an organization is nothing but agility of the individuals in the organization who will be driven in a positive way to absorb the most recent experiments and recent knowledge available in the contemporary society, translating it into their job, in their scope, and achieving the excellence. This is the capacity of that is building a rapid change and flexibility among the senior cadre and the junior cadre of the management in the organization. This has to be taken care of. This has to be monitored by very senior managers with learning and in-depth knowledge about an organizational process, organizational definition, organizational behavior, and organizational psychology. If this process is kept in the hands of a layman who will throw more mud on their head rather than the real work, it will not give any result. We have to focus on the future. Ensuring an organization's sustainability requires understanding the short and long term factors that affect your organization in the marketplace. Managing for innovation. A separate wing has to be there for leading innovation. Meaningful change to improve an organization's product. Innovation must be developed as a culture in the organization, a cultural trait of every leader, every business leader, and every worker in the organization. Then only that innovation will come in processes, operations, business models to create new value for the organization. This meaningful change must be led by innovation wing, which must be under the leadership of a leader, a seasoned leader who knows academically and practically about the business excellence and organizing the organizational models. Management by fact. Organizations depend on the measurement and analysis of performance. Such measurement should derive from business needs and strategy, and they should provide critical data and information about key processes, outputs, and results. Now, coming to another important point, that is societal responsibility. An organization's leaders should stress responsibilities to the public ethical behavior. This is where the organizational social phase of an organization, that is building the organizational culture. And the need to consider societal well-being and benefit. Focus on results, create value, and at the same time focus on the social impact that which is being created through your decisions in a specific business which you are doing, and the methodology you are adapting and its impact on the society's welfare has to be kept in the mind. Systems perspective has to be developed. This is where JIBS, that is where integration of management systems, have to work well in creating systems perspective. Managing your whole organization holistically by understanding how its components interact and are aligned to achieve success. There will be a lot of components in an organization, how they are interacting, how they are aligning themselves with each other in bringing a new change or a new thinking process. This is where again L&D and integration management systems, along with the support of senior management, senior most people with some intellectual background, will be taken care of. So business excellence models, we first called total quality management models. Now that theory will not work, because mere TQM, mere total quality model, cannot give you the contemporary definition of business excellence for any organization. Today, there are usually referred the business excellence models. This term helps to communicate the importance of excellence. That the model is not excellent. The main objective is excellence, achieving excellence in all aspects of business, not only product and process quality. The models which we have taken are used to assess how well excellence core values and concepts are embedded in our organization. These models are now used several countries, by several organizations as a key mechanism to help business to improve. Ultimate, that is the goal, making surplus for any organization. But in summary, in the crux I want to communicate to all of you, basically the pursuit of excellence, achieving excellence, is an art. That art must be developed in any organization by training and habituating. For this, there are a number of models to be taken. Basically, the learning and development has to take care of driving the people to acquire more research results and more contemporary experiments done through various business models, and synchronizing them with the existing approaches and models of our organization and leading them This is where the leadership of a CEO, this is where the leadership of senior management of an organization, which can drive, which can lead to a correct process. If you want to achieve business excellence or achieving excellence in general, that art has to be inculcated, that art has to be induced into the minds of the people from top to bottom in a unanimity, in an unanimous way, with all harmony, which can take the organization to the commanding heights of excellence. Thank you very much.